Welcome to my channel Unleash Your English, my friends. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like English is inside your head, but the words come too slowly, as if your brain is locked in another language? You understand, but when you try to speak, it feels heavy. If yes, you are not alone. But here's the good news. Your brain can be trained to think in English. And once that happens, speaking becomes natural, fast, and confident. Stay with me until the end, because I will show you step by step how to build this powerful English brain. And before we start, tell me in the comments, do you also feel your brain gets stuck when you try to speak? Chapter 1. The Brain Switch. Have you ever felt like English is inside you, but it cannot come out? You know many words. You listen to many lessons. But when you try to speak, your brain becomes slow. You feel the idea in your heart, but the words in English are missing. This is not because you are not smart. This is not because English is impossible. This is because your brain is still working in your first language. Your brain is like a machine that has two systems. One is your native language. The other is English. Right now, your native language is very strong. English is weaker. But here is the truth. You can train your brain to switch. You can make English strong. Imagine you have a light switch in your head. In one moment, it is turned on to your own language. But when you train, when you practice, when you keep going, the switch can move. It can turn on to English. And then something beautiful happens. You no longer need to translate. You no longer need to stop and think. Your brain starts working in English directly. That is the moment when you feel free. That is the moment when you know English is not just words in a book. It is your new voice. At first, the switch feels heavy. You will want to go back to your old way. Your brain is lazy sometimes. It says, why should I think in English? Thinking in my first language is easy. But deep inside, you know why? You know that every time you switch to English, you get closer to your dream. You get closer to speaking with confidence. You get closer to that future where English opens doors for you. And the truth is, the brain loves habits. If you give your brain English every day, it will adapt. It will learn to enjoy English thoughts. Think about this. When you were a child, you did not translate words. You just heard them, felt them, repeated them, and soon they became part of you. You never thought, how do I say water in my language? You just said water. That is how your brain learned your first language. And the same process works for English now. It may take time. It may take patience, but your brain is ready. Your brain is powerful. Your brain can build English inside it the same way. The first time you try to think in English, it feels strange. You look around and say in your mind, this is my hand. This is my phone. I am sitting. I am drinking water. You feel simple, maybe even silly. But do not stop, because in that moment, you are moving the switch. You are telling your brain, hey, it is time to use English. And your brain listens. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. One day, you realize something special. You are not translating. You are not fighting. You are simply thinking in English. That is the power of the brain switch. Many learners wait for the perfect time. They think, I will speak when I know enough. I will think in English when I am better. But waiting is dangerous. If you wait, the switch never moves. The key is to start now, with small steps. Think about your day in English. Make short sentences. Even if it is only one or two thoughts, it is progress. Do it in the morning. Do it before sleep. Each time, your brain gets stronger. Each time, English becomes more natural. Remember, your brain is not your enemy. It is your friend. It wants to learn. It wants to grow. But it follows your lead. If you give it English, it will build English. If you give it excuses, it will stay weak. You are the trainer. You are the driver. You are the one who can change the switch. And the switch is not far. It is already inside you. You just need to press it again and again until it stays on English. So today, promise yourself something. Promise that you will not wait for tomorrow. Promise that you will begin training your brain to think in English right now. Do not wait until you feel ready. Start when you are not ready. Because that is how the brain grows. Small efforts today create big results tomorrow. The brain switch is real. And once you use it, your life with English will never be the same again. Chapter 2. Why translation slows you down. When you try to speak English, do you sometimes feel stuck? You know the word in your own language, but you cannot find it in English. You pause. You look for it. You translate in your mind. And by the time you are ready, the moment is gone. The other person has moved on. The conversation feels broken. You feel nervous. You feel slow. And maybe you even feel like English is not for you. But let me tell you the truth. You are not bad at English. You are not slow. The problem is translation. Translation feels safe at first. It feels like a bridge between your language and English. You think, if I can just translate everything, I can speak. But that bridge is weak. It is heavy. It breaks your speed. It takes away your confidence. Because when you translate, you are not really thinking in English. You are thinking in your first language, then carrying it across the bridge. And in real life, that bridge is too slow. Think about this. When someone says, "How are you?" your brain hears the words. But instead of answering directly, you go back to your language. You think, what do I say in my language? I am fine. Then you search for English. I am fine. Finally, you speak. But in that short moment, you lose time. You lose energy. You lose the natural flow. The brain is tired. And when the brain is tired, the mouth becomes quiet. The key is to stop depending on translation. Because fluency is not about knowing every word. Fluency is about speed and confidence. Fluency is about letting words come naturally, without delay. Translation makes you a prisoner, but thinking in English sets you free. Now, you may say, but how can I stop translating? I do not know enough words. And here is the answer. You do not need to know every word. You only need to start with small, simple English thoughts. Instead of translating your language into English, you choose easy English sentences from the beginning. For example, instead of thinking, in my language I say, the weather is very beautiful today, let me translate it. You just think directly, nice weather. That is enough. That is English thinking. When you stop translating, you also stop fearing mistakes. Translation makes you want perfection. You want the exact right word. But thinking in English lets you use the words you already know. You learn to express ideas, not just words. You learn to speak with freedom. And freedom is more powerful than perfection. I want you to imagine two people. The first one is translating everything. He is slow, nervous, and always late in conversation. The second one is thinking in English. She uses small sentences, but she is fast, natural, and confident. Which person do you want to be? You already know the answer. You want to be the one who thinks in English, not the one who translates. At first, it will feel strange. Your brain will try to pull you back. It will say, wait, translate this word. But you must resist. You must remind yourself that English is not about being perfect. It is about being present. Every time you answer quickly in English, even with simple words, your brain gets stronger. It learns to choose English first. And with practice, the need to translate disappears. The truth is, your brain loves patterns. If you keep translating, your brain builds the habit of translation. But if you keep thinking in English, your brain builds the habit of English. And habits are powerful. Habits shape your future. So every time you catch yourself translating, stop. Replace it with direct English. Even if it is simple, even if it feels too easy, that is the road to fluency. So today, make a decision. Do not let translation control your speed. Do not let it steal your confidence. Trust your English, even if it is small. Speak fast, speak simple, speak free. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes. One day, you will wake up and realize something amazing. You are no longer translating. You are simply thinking in English. And that is the moment when you know the prison is broken. That is the moment when your brain is free. Chapter 3. Short Sentences, Big Power. Many learners believe they must speak long sentences to be good in English. They think fluency means using difficult grammar and big words. But this belief is wrong. The truth is, power in English begins with short, simple sentences. Short sentences are not weak. Short sentences are strong. They are the secret to building confidence and training your brain to think in English. Think about it. When you were a child, you did not start with big ideas. You started with small words. You said mama. You said water. You said I want. And little by little, those words became sentences. Then sentences became stories. That is the natural way. Your brain learns in steps, not in jumps. The same rule is true for English. If you try to make long sentences before you are ready, you feel stress. You stop. You correct yourself. You feel fear. But when you use short sentences, you feel strong. You feel free. You feel like English is possible for you. And that feeling is very important. Because when you feel strong, you keep going. And when you keep going, your English grows faster than ever. Let me give you an example. Imagine you want to say, I have been working hard the entire week, and now I feel very tired, but I still want to go out for a walk in the evening. That is long. That is heavy. You will get stuck. You will translate. You will lose your confidence. But you can start simple. You can say, I worked hard this week. I am tired. I want to walk. 3 short sentences. Clear, easy, natural. And the best part is, the person listening will understand you. You do not need the long version to be understood. You just need to communicate. Every time you make a short sentence, you are training your brain. You are teaching it to think directly in English. You are telling it, this is enough. And slowly, your brain begins to choose English first, without translation. Short sentences are like the building blocks of a big house. You cannot build the house in one day. But if you place each block carefully, one after another, one day you will have a beautiful house. That house is your fluency. Another powerful thing about short sentences is speed. When you use them, you speak faster. You answer quickly. You sound more confident. Imagine someone asks you, what do you like? You could pause, think, and try to say, well, I like many things, but if I have to choose one, maybe it is music because it helps me relax after a busy day. That takes time. But if you answer with short sentences, you say, I like music. It helps me relax. That is clear. That is fast. That is English thinking. Your brain loves success. If you give it too much at once, it feels pain. But if you give it small wins, it feels joy. Every short sentence you say is a small win, and many small wins create big change. Soon, you will notice something. Your short sentences will naturally connect. Your English will become longer without stress. You will not even notice the growth. It will just happen. So here is what I want you to do. Start practicing today. Look around you and make 3 short sentences. This is my book. The book is blue. I like it. Or maybe, I drink tea. The tea is hot. It feels good. Simple, yes, but powerful. Because these small sentences are teaching your brain to work in English. Do this every day, and you will be surprised at how fast your English grows. Never forget this. Fluency is not about big grammar. Fluency is about thinking simply, clearly, and quickly. And short sentences are your best tool. They give you speed. They give you confidence. They give you power. So celebrate every short sentence you speak, because each one is a step closer to the fluent, confident English speaker you want to become. Chapter 4. Describe your world in English. One of the most powerful ways to train your brain to think in English is to describe the world around you. The world is your classroom. Every object, every sound, every small action in your life can become English. You do not need a big book. You do not need a teacher next to you all the time. You only need your eyes, your ears, your hands, and your mind. If you can see it, you can say it. If you can do it, you can describe it. And when you do this every day, English stops being only a subject. It becomes a part of your life. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning. You look around your room. Instead of thinking in your first language, you tell yourself in English, "This is my bed. I am sitting. The window is open. The light is bright." These are simple words. These are small sentences. But do you see the magic? You are already training your brain. You are making English your first reaction. Your brain starts learning. When I see something, I describe it in English. Slowly, it becomes automatic. At first, it feels strange. You may feel shy, even if you are alone. You may think, why am I talking to myself? But let me tell you, this is not silly. This is smart. This is how children learn. They look, they touch, they say the words again and again. And one day, without thinking, those words belong to them. The same thing will happen to you. The more you describe your world in English, the faster English becomes your natural voice. Do not wait for perfect sentences. You do not need them. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to practice. If you look at a cup, just say, "This is my cup. The cup is red. I drink water." That is enough. If you are walking outside, say in your mind, "I walk. The sun is hot. The road is long." You are not writing an exam. You are not giving a speech. You are training your brain. And training is about action, not perfection. The more you practice, the bigger your English world becomes. At first, maybe you only describe things in your room. Then you start describing people you see. The man is tall. He wears a black jacket. He walks fast. Soon, you describe your feelings too. I am happy. I feel tired. I want coffee. And in this way, English is no longer something far away. It is inside your life, every moment, every place. This method also kills fear. Many learners are afraid to speak because they think others will judge them. But when you describe your world alone, there is no one to judge. There is no one to laugh. It is only you and your English. You are free to make mistakes. You are free to repeat. You are free to grow. And this freedom gives you confidence. By the time you speak to real people, your brain is already trained. You already have English inside you. Think about this truth. The more you describe, the more vocabulary you collect. You learn naturally. If every day you describe your breakfast, you will never forget those words. If every day you describe your clothes, those words will stay forever. Vocabulary is not learned only from lists. Vocabulary is learned from life. And life is happening around you right now. So start today. Look around you. Describe 5 things in English. Describe 3 actions you do. Describe 1 feeling you have. It may take only 2 minutes. But those 2 minutes are gold. They are building your English brain. They are moving you 1 step closer to fluency. Remember, English is not far. It is not outside you. It is in your room. It is on your table. It is in your hands. It is in your heart. The more you describe your world in English, the more English becomes your world. And one day, without even noticing, you will look around and realize something powerful. You are not translating anymore. You are not searching for words. You are simply living in English. That is the real goal. That is the real success. Chapter 5. The Mirror Method. There is one powerful trick that can change your English faster than you imagine. It does not need money. It does not need special tools. It only needs you and a mirror. This simple trick is called the mirror method. It may look small, but it can build your confidence and train your brain to think in English every single day. Think about a mirror. It shows you your face. It shows you your smile, your eyes, your expression. But a mirror can also show you your English. When you stand in front of it and speak, you are not just talking. You are practicing with yourself. You are looking into your own eyes and saying, I can speak. I can do this. English is my voice. That is powerful. That is how you build courage. The first time you try it, you may feel strange. You may laugh. You may feel shy, even if you are alone. But let me tell you something important. That feeling is the beginning of growth. Every new thing feels strange at first. Every big change begins with discomfort. Do not run away from it. Stay with it. Speak again. Look again. And slowly, that fear becomes strength. When you practice in front of the mirror, you hear your voice. You see your mouth move. You watch your body language. You are not just training your words. You are training your confidence. Many learners know English in their mind, but they cannot bring it out of their mouth. The mirror breaks this wall. It teaches your brain, I can speak out loud. And the more you speak, the easier it becomes. You do not need difficult sentences. You do not need to speak for hours. Start small. Look into the mirror and say, hello, my name is. I feel happy today. I want to learn English. These are short, simple sentences, but they are full of energy. Each time you say them, your brain gets stronger. Each time, your confidence grows. The mirror also teaches honesty. You cannot hide from yourself. If you feel nervous, you will see it. If you feel afraid, you will notice it. But that is good, because when you see it, you can change it. You can smile. You can stand tall. You can speak with more power. Slowly, your body and your brain start to believe in your English. And when you believe, others will believe too. Imagine this. You practice every day for 1 week. Each morning, you spend just 5 minutes in front of the mirror. You say a few sentences. You describe your day. You talk about your dreams. After 1 week, you already feel different. Your brain begins to think, speaking is normal. Speaking is easy. Speaking is me. That is the magic of the mirror. And here is the best part. The mirror is always there. It does not judge you. It does not laugh at you. It does not interrupt you. It listens patiently every time. You can make mistakes. You can repeat. You can practice again and again. The mirror is your best teacher and your best friend. It helps you move from silence to speech, from fear to confidence. So I want you to try it today. Go to your mirror, look into your own eyes, smile, and say one sentence in English. Do not wait. Do not prepare too much. Just speak. Maybe it will be short. Maybe it will feel funny. But that small action is powerful. That small action is the first step to a stronger English brain. Remember, every great speaker once spoke to themselves. Every confident person once practiced alone. The mirror is your chance to do the same. Do it daily. Do it with courage. Do it with faith. And one day, you will realize something beautiful. You no longer feel shy. You no longer feel afraid. You look into the mirror, and English flows naturally from your mouth. That is when you know. The mirror method has worked. Your brain has switched. Your voice has grown. And English has become truly yours. Chapter 6. Listening is brain fuel. Your brain is like a car. To move, it needs fuel. Without fuel, the car does not start. Without fuel, it cannot go forward. And for your English brain, the strongest fuel is listening. Listening gives your brain the energy to think in English. Listening is not just background noise. It is the daily food your brain needs to grow stronger. Think about how you learned your first language. You did not study grammar first. You did not open a textbook. You listened. You listened to your parents, your friends, the people around you. You listened before you spoke. And slowly, your brain built connections. Words became clear. Sentences became natural. Speaking became easy. That same process works for English now. Listening is the door to thinking. When you listen, your brain starts to notice patterns. You hear how words connect. You hear the rhythm, the tone, the feeling. You are not just collecting vocabulary. You are training your ear and your mind to work in English. Every sound you hear is like a drop of water filling a bucket. At first, it looks small, but one day, the bucket overflows. Suddenly, you can think in English without effort. That is the magic of listening. Some learners say, "But I do not understand everything." That is fine. You do not need to understand every single word. Even if you understand only 50%, your brain is learning. Even if you catch only a few sentences, your brain is training. Do not wait until you understand everything. Start listening now. The more you listen, the more you understand. The more you understand, the more you think in English. The key is to make listening a part of your life. Do not listen once a week. Listen every day. When you wake up, play something in English. When you walk, put on headphones. When you cook, let English play in the background. The more you hear it, the more natural it becomes. Your brain learns best through repetition. So give it English again and again until it feels normal. You can choose what you love. If you like music, listen to English songs. If you like stories, listen to English audiobooks. If you like real conversations, listen to podcasts or simple dialogues. Do not force yourself to listen to things you hate. Enjoy it. Because when you enjoy it, you stay longer. And the longer you stay, the more your brain grows. Listening also kills fear. Many learners are afraid of fast English. They think, it is too quick. I cannot follow. But the more you listen, the faster your brain becomes. At first, fast English feels like noise. But with practice, you start catching words, then sentences, then full ideas. One day, you realize you are not afraid anymore. You are ready. Your brain has adapted. Imagine this. You listen every day for 1 month. You may not notice big change at first, but slowly, you find yourself finishing sentences in your mind. You start predicting what the speaker will say. You answer in your head. That is your brain beginning to think in English. That is listening turning into thinking. So start today. Do not say, I will listen when I have time. Make time. Even 10 minutes is enough. 10 minutes every day is better than 1 hour once a week. Because your brain needs daily fuel, not just a big meal sometimes. Small daily listening builds strong thinking habits. Remember this truth. Your brain is hungry for English. It wants to hear it. It wants to copy it. It wants to live in it. The more you feed it with listening, the faster it changes. Do not starve your brain. Do not keep it waiting. Give it the fuel it needs. And soon, you will see the result. You will think in English. You will speak with confidence. And you will know inside. Yes, listening gave me this power. Chapter 7. Repeat like a child. If you want to train your brain to think in English, you must remember how children learn. Children do not study rules first. Children do not care about grammar books. Children listen, copy, and repeat. Again and again. They say one word many times. They say one sentence many times. And slowly, their brain accepts it as natural. Repetition is not boring. Repetition is magic. Think about a baby. A baby hears the word mama. The baby does not say it one time and stop. The baby says it hundreds of times. Mama, mama, mama. The parents smile, and the baby feels happy. The sound becomes natural. The brain remembers it forever. That is why children learn so quickly. They do not run away from repeating. They love it. Now imagine what happens if you do the same with English. Imagine you take one simple sentence like, I am happy. You repeat it 10 times, 20 times. You smile when you say it. You hear your own voice. You feel the meaning. After a while, that sentence is no longer practice. It is a part of you. It is inside your brain. When you need it, it comes out fast, without thinking. That is the power of repeating like a child. Some learners feel shy about repetition. They think, if I say it many times, I look silly. But listen carefully. Looking silly is not a problem. Staying silent is a problem. Repetition is not silly. Repetition is strength. Every time you repeat, you are building a new road in your brain. The road becomes wider, smoother, faster. Soon, your English thoughts travel that road easily. Do not think you must always repeat long and difficult sentences. Start with small ones. I like tea. I go to school. I want to learn. Repeat them until your brain accepts them as natural. Then move to the next ones. Slowly, your English grows. Slowly, your thinking changes. The more you repeat, the stronger you become. Repetition also removes fear. Many learners stop speaking because they fear mistakes. But if you repeat a sentence many times, you stop fearing it. You feel safe with it. You know it is correct. You know it is yours. That confidence gives you courage to speak more. And the more you speak, the more you learn. Let me tell you a secret. Even great speakers use repetition. Actors repeat lines until they sound natural. Singers repeat songs until they feel perfect. Athletes repeat moves until they are automatic. Success always comes from repeating. Why should English be different? If you repeat like a child, you will succeed like a champion. Imagine this exercise. You choose 3 simple sentences every day. You repeat each sentence 20 times. It takes only 5 minutes. After 1 week, you have 21 sentences in your brain. After 1 month, you have 90. And they are not just words. They are ready thoughts. They are quick responses. They are your English. The truth is, your brain loves repetition. Every time you repeat, your brain makes the connection stronger. It is like drawing a line in the sand again and again until it becomes a deep path. Soon, your brain does not struggle. It does not hesitate. It goes directly to English. That is how fluency is built. So today, stop running from repetition. Do not say, I know this sentence already. Say it again, and again, and again. Each time, you are not wasting time. You are training your brain. You are building speed. You are building confidence. You are becoming fluent. Remember, children do not fear repetition. They enjoy it. They play with it. You must do the same. Make it fun. Smile. Use your hands. Look in the mirror. Repeat with energy. Make it yours. And one day, without even trying, you will notice something powerful. English thoughts will come to you naturally. Sentences will flow without effort. That is the reward of repeating like a child. Chapter 8. Daily English Habits. Fluency is not built in one day. It is not built in 1 week. Fluency is built through small actions that you do every single day. These actions are called habits. And habits are powerful. Habits control your life more than motivation. Motivation is good, but motivation can disappear. Some days you feel strong. Some days you feel tired. But habits stay. Habits carry you forward even when you do not feel ready. That is why daily English habits are the secret to training your brain to think in English. Think about brushing your teeth. You do not say, today I feel motivated, so I will brush my teeth. No, you do it every day, without question. It is automatic. That is the power of a habit. Now imagine English becoming like that. Imagine waking up and naturally saying something in English. Imagine writing a quick English sentence before bed. Imagine listening to English while walking, just like breathing. That is when you know English has become a habit. And that is when your brain begins to think in English. Daily habits do not have to be big. They do not have to be difficult. In fact, the smaller they are, the stronger they become. Because small habits are easy to repeat. And what you repeat every day builds your brain. For example, you can make a habit of saying 3 short sentences each morning. I am awake. Today is a good day. I will learn. That takes less than a minute, but it sets the tone for your whole day. You can also make a habit of writing 1 line in English every night. It can be simple. I am tired today, or I enjoyed dinner. This 1 line will grow into many lines. Soon you will have a diary full of English thoughts. And every line you write makes your brain stronger. Listening can also be a daily habit. Instead of listening once in a while, listen every day. Put on a short podcast. Play an English song. Watch a short video. Even if it is only 5 minutes, it is enough. Because 5 minutes daily is more powerful than 1 hour once a week. Daily listening keeps your brain alive in English. It tells your mind, this language is important, and your brain listens. Another powerful habit is labeling. Put English labels on things in your house. Write door, mirror, table, phone. Each time you see them, your brain repeats the words. You do not even try. The habit trains you automatically. Slowly, English words become natural. They become part of your world. Habits are also about connection. If you love tea, make a rule. When you drink tea, you say 1 English sentence. If you love walking, make a rule. When you walk, you think about 3 things in English. By connecting habits you already have with English, you create new habits easily. This method makes English a natural part of your life. Do not wait for big moments. Do not wait for the weekend. Do not wait for free time. Use small daily moments. Every day gives you chances. Use them. Your phone, your meals, your room, your walks, your mirror, all can become English. Every habit is training. Every habit is progress. And remember this truth. Daily habits may look small today, but in 1 month they are huge. In 3 months they are life-changing. In 1 year they transform you completely. Your brain will not even remember the old way. It will be trained to think in English. It will be automatic. It will be natural. So today, choose your first habit. Make it simple. Make it small. Make it daily. Say one sentence. Write one line. Listen for 5 minutes. Do it again tomorrow. And the next day. And the next. Soon, you will feel something amazing. English will no longer be just practice. English will be part of your life. And that is when you truly win. Chapter 9. Mistakes are not the enemy. Many learners are afraid of mistakes. They think mistakes mean failure. They think mistakes mean they are bad at English. But this is not true. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teacher. Mistakes are the proof that you are trying, learning, and growing. Without mistakes, there is no progress. Without mistakes, there is no fluency. Think about a child again. When a child learns to walk, they fall many times. They do not cry and say, "I will never walk again." No, they fall. They get up. They try again. And one day they walk. Then they run. That is life. That is growth. Your English is the same. When you make mistakes, it means you are moving. It means you are on the path. If you wait for perfect English, you will wait forever. Perfection does not build fluency. Practice builds fluency. And practice always includes mistakes. Every mistake you make is like a step forward. Every mistake is a small light guiding your way. If you avoid mistakes, you avoid learning. But if you accept mistakes, you grow stronger every day. Many learners feel shy when they speak and make errors. They worry, "What will people think of me?" But listen carefully. Most people do not care about your mistakes. They care about your message. They want to understand you. And if you keep speaking, they will understand. But if you stop speaking because of fear, they will hear nothing. Which is better, to speak with mistakes or to stay silent? The answer is clear. Speak. Mistakes also show your brain what to fix. When you say something wrong and hear the correction, your brain remembers. The next time, it does better. This is how learning works. Your brain grows stronger when it is challenged. Mistakes give that challenge. They push you higher. They make you sharper. They build your courage. Imagine two learners. One is silent, waiting to be perfect. The other speaks with mistakes, but keeps going. After 6 months, who will be better? The second one, of course. Because mistakes made him stronger. Silence made the first one weaker. So do not wait. Speak now. Think in English now. Make mistakes now. Because every mistake is a step closer to fluency. Mistakes also make you human. Nobody wants to listen to a robot. People connect with humans. Humans laugh. Humans fall. Humans try again. When you speak with mistakes, you show your effort. You show your courage. You show your heart. And people respect that. They see your passion to learn. They admire your courage. That makes your English even more powerful. The truth is, mistakes are part of success. Every successful person in history made mistakes. Writers, leaders, inventors, teachers, all failed many times. But they did not stop. They learned. They grew. They won. Your English journey is the same. You will fail sometimes. You will make errors. But if you keep going, those mistakes will turn into your strength. So I want you to change how you see mistakes. Do not fear them. Do not hate them. Welcome them. Smile when they come. Say to yourself, good. This means I am learning. Because it is true. A mistake is not the end. It is a beginning. It is a signal that your brain is learning something new. Promise yourself this. From now on, you will not let mistakes stop you. You will not hide in silence. You will speak. You will practice. You will think in English with courage. You will use every mistake as a tool, not a trap. And one day, you will look back and smile. You will say, those mistakes made me fluent. They made me confident. They made me strong. Chapter 10, Thinking Before Speaking. One of the biggest secrets to training your brain to think in English is simple. You must practice thinking before you speak. Many learners wait for the moment when someone asks them a question. They panic. They search for words. They translate. They feel slow. But if you prepare your mind before that moment, you will be ready. Speaking will feel natural. Your brain will know what to say. Think about this. When you go to a shop, you know you may need to ask for something. Do not wait until the shopkeeper looks at you. Prepare your English thoughts before. In your mind, say, I want bread. I need milk. How much is this? These simple sentences prepare your brain. When the real moment comes, the words are already there. You do not freeze. You speak with confidence. This method works everywhere. If you are going to meet a friend, prepare some thoughts first. Think, I will ask, how are you? I will say, I am fine. I will say, I am learning English. By practicing these sentences in your head before the conversation, you make the brain ready. The brain feels safe. The brain feels strong. At first, it may feel strange to talk to yourself in your mind. But this is powerful training. It is like warming up before exercise. Athletes never start running without warming up. They stretch first. They prepare their body. Thinking before speaking is the warm-up for your English brain. It makes speaking smoother, faster, easier. Many learners think they must be perfect before they speak. That is not true. You do not need perfection. You need preparation. Just a little preparation in your mind can change everything. It reduces fear. It gives you words. It gives you courage. And courage is the bridge to fluency. Imagine this situation. You are at a restaurant. You know the waiter will come and ask, what would you like? Before they come, prepare in your mind. Say, I want chicken. I want water. Thank you. When the waiter arrives, you are ready. You do not pause. You do not panic. You speak. That success makes you stronger for the next time. The more you do this, the faster your brain becomes. At first, you may need a few minutes to prepare. But soon, you will only need seconds. One day, you will notice something amazing. You are preparing automatically, without even trying. You are thinking in English before the situation happens. That is the sign that your brain is changing. This practice also teaches creativity. Sometimes, you will not know the exact word. But when you prepare in your mind, you find another way to say it. You learn to use simple words to express your idea. That is real fluency. Fluency is not about knowing every word. Fluency is about using what you know quickly and clearly. So I want you to start small. Before you leave home tomorrow, prepare 3 English thoughts in your mind. Simple ones. I will say hello. I will smile. I will ask one question. Then, when you meet someone, use them. This small practice will train your brain to connect thinking and speaking, and each time, you will feel stronger. Remember, the brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. If you prepare your brain before speaking, you are building that muscle every day. Soon, speaking will no longer feel heavy. It will feel light. It will feel natural. It will feel like you. So do not wait for English to surprise you. Do not wait for the moment and panic. Train your brain now. Prepare your thoughts. Practice in your mind. And when the moment comes, you will shine. You will speak. You will feel proud. And you will know in your heart that you are becoming fluent. Chapter 11. From Thoughts to Conversations. Thinking in English is the first step. But fluency is not just about thinking. Fluency is about connection. It is about taking those thoughts in your head and turning them into real conversations. Many learners stay in their mind. They think in English, but they do not speak. They are afraid. They are shy. They worry about mistakes. But your thoughts must become words. Your words must become conversations. That is how fluency grows. At first, speaking out loud feels heavy. You hear your own voice, and it feels strange. You wonder if people will laugh. You wonder if they will understand you. But remember this truth. Most people do not care about your mistakes. They care about your effort. They care about your message. When you speak, they listen. And every time you speak, your brain learns to connect thoughts with action. Imagine this. You are at home, and you think, I want to drink water. That is a thought. But if you say it out loud, I want to drink water, you are already practicing. If someone is near you, you can even make it a conversation. Say, I want to drink water. Do you want water too? Suddenly, your private thought has become a real interaction. That is the power of moving from thoughts to conversations. The secret is to start small. Do not wait for a deep conversation about politics or science. Start with daily life. Say hello to your neighbor. Ask a friend, how are you? Order food in English if you can. Even a two-sentence conversation is progress. Every small step builds confidence. Every small step trains your brain. When you take your thoughts into conversations, you will feel nervous at first. That is normal. Nerves mean growth. It means you are stepping outside your comfort zone. Do not run from this feeling. Embrace it. Speak anyway. Because each time you speak, the nerves get smaller. Each time, your courage gets bigger. Remember this. Silence will not make you fluent. Only speaking will. Your brain can think in English all day, but if you never use your voice, you will not grow. Your voice is the bridge between your thoughts and the world. When you speak, your English becomes real. It becomes alive. And with every conversation, you build stronger roads in your brain. Do not be afraid of short conversations. Short conversations are powerful. They give you quick wins. They show you that you can do it. And the more short conversations you have, the easier long ones become. Think of them as small steps up a mountain. One step feels small, but many steps take you to the top. You must also learn to celebrate conversations. Do not wait for perfection. If you speak 3 sentences today, that is success. If you say hello and ask one question, that is success. Success is not about how many words you say. Success is about using the English you have right now. Your brain will surprise you. When you begin to speak more, words will come that you did not plan. Sentences will appear without effort. This is the reward of practice. Your thoughts are connecting with your mouth. Your mouth is connecting with people. And that connection is what fluency really means. So here is your mission. Every day, take one English thought and make it into a real conversation. It can be short. It can be simple. But make it real. Do not hide your English inside. Share it with the world. Because the world needs your voice. The world needs your story. And the only way to give it is to turn thoughts into conversations. One day, you will look back and see your growth. You will remember when English was only in your head. You will remember when you were too shy to speak. And then you will see yourself today, speaking with people, sharing ideas, living in English. That is the victory. That is the dream becoming real. Chapter 12, Living in English. Thinking in English is powerful. Speaking in English is powerful. But the highest level is when English becomes a part of your life. This is not just practice anymore. This is not only study. This is living in English. When you reach this stage, English is no longer outside of you. It is inside you. It is with you every moment. It is not just a language you learn. It is a language you live. Living in English does not mean moving to another country. It does not mean having English people around you every day. Living in English means creating an English world for yourself, right where you are. Your phone, your books, your music, your thoughts, your habits, all can be in English. Step by step, your life becomes a place where English is natural. Imagine waking up in the morning and the first thing you read is in English. Imagine your phone and apps all in English. Imagine your shopping list written in English. Imagine watching a show in English before bed. None of this feels like study. It feels like life. And that is the secret. When English becomes life, it no longer feels heavy. It feels light. It feels normal. Your brain loves the world you give it. If you give it English every day, it will think in English every day. If you surround yourself with English, your brain will accept it as the main language. This is how children learn their first language. They live inside it. You can do the same. You can live inside English by choosing it in your daily life. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not say, "I will live in English when I travel abroad." No, you can start today, right here. Look around your room. Change one thing to English. Maybe a note on your desk. Maybe the settings on your phone. Maybe the title of a song you play every morning. Small steps grow into big changes. And soon, English will surround you everywhere. Living in English also means feeling in English. Do not just translate emotions. Speak them. If you are happy, say in English, "I am happy." If you are sad, say, "I feel sad." If you are excited, say, "This is amazing." When you connect emotions to English, the language goes deeper. It is no longer just words. It becomes part of your heart. And when English is in your heart, something amazing happens. You stop asking, "How do I say this in my language?" You start asking, "What is the English way to say this?" That is true fluency. That is when your brain is living in English. Living in English also means dreaming big. Imagine yourself talking confidently in English at work. Imagine making friends in English. Imagine traveling and feeling free because you can understand and speak easily. These dreams are possible. They are not far. They are waiting for you. And the way to reach them is by making English a daily part of your life. Remember, fluency is not a one-time event. It is a lifestyle. Every small choice you make builds that lifestyle. Choose English when you listen. Choose English when you read. Choose English when you think. Choose English when you speak. Each choice is like a brick. And brick by brick, you are building your English life. So today, make a promise to yourself. Not only will you learn English, not only will you practice English, you will live in English. You will make it part of your world. You will make it part of your day. You will make it part of your future. And when you do this, fluency is not just possible. It is guaranteed. One day, you will wake up and something beautiful will happen. Your first thought will be in English. Your first smile will come with English words in your mind. That is the moment you will know. You did it. You trained your brain. You built your confidence. You made English your life. And now, you are not just learning English. You are living it. Now you know the steps to train your brain to think in English. It starts small, but grows into something powerful if you practice daily. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel Unleash Your English, and write in the comments one sentence you are thinking in English right now. Your journey is just starting, and I will be here with you in every step.